Psalm 33. The translators give this one the title, The Greatness and the Goodness of God. Rejoice in the Lord, O you righteous, for praise befits the upright. Praise the Lord with the lyre, make melody to him with the harp of 10 strings. Sing to him a new song and play skillfully on the strings with loud shouts. For the word of the Lord is upright, and all his work is done in faithfulness. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. By the word of the Lord the heavens were made, and all their host by the breath of his mouth. He gathered the waters of the sea as in a bottle, and puts the deeps in storehouses. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spoke, and it came to be. The Lord commanded, and it stood firm. The Lord brings the counsel of the nations to nothing. The Lord frustrates the plans of the peoples. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Happy is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people whom the Lord has chosen as heritage. The Lord looks down from heaven and sees all humankind. From where the Lord sits enthroned, he watches all the inhabitants of the earth. The Lord who fashions the hearts of them all and observes all their deeds. A king is not saved by his great army, a warrior not delivered by her great strength. The war horse is a vain hope for victory, and by its great might it cannot save. Truly, the eye of the Lord is on those who fear the Lord, on those who hope in the Lord's steadfast love, to deliver their soul from death, to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waits for the Lord is our help and our shield. Our heart is glad in the Lord because we trust in the Lord's holy name. Let your steadfast love, O Lord, be upon us, even as we hope in you. The poem for today by Jennifer Garrison Brownell is entitled A Newborn Song, focusing on verse 3. Sing to the Lord a new song. She writes, the great God, composer of the universe, asked you for a new song, and eventually a new song was produced. Others gaze at it in wonder and ask the question that's been asked of newborn things since questions began. Where did it come from? Myths abound. Maybe it grew round and unwieldy like a cabbage. Maybe it flew in a stork's beak. The truth is stranger than any story. You conceive the new song just like you conceive anything else. There's sometimes a bit of joyful fumbling in the conception, but the process is energetic and leaves you happily and sweatily breathless. The gestation period following that first flush of excitement is long and uncomfortable. Sometimes there are sleepless nights. Usually there is nausea. Everyone will have an opinion about what you might do to relieve the symptoms, but do not listen to them. Listen within. The hours just before the final production are usually the most intense. Still and again, everyone will have an opinion. Still and again, do not listen to them. Stretch yourself impossibly. Push and breathe. Listen for the voice of the new song. And when it is at last born, hold the new song up to the light. Like all newborn things, it's not as adorable as you've been led to believe it would be. It emerges misshapen and squalling and slimy. Do not despair. All newborn songs start this way. Its beauty will grow like the song itself grows, sometimes swiftly, sometimes slowly, until now you have nourished the new song. Soon it will crawl and explore and run away from you. Soon the new song will sing itself. What are the songs that we are singing? What are the songs that we are composing? This is a time where something new is emerging. Doesn't mean it's all been good by any means. It's been hard and scary and painful. But out of all of this time, something new is going to emerge and is already emerging. Will we sing that new song? Or will we try to hold on to songs that have been sung in the past, but may not fit with whatever new reality may be? As I was walking this morning, I was just listening to a podcast about how maybe one thing that's coming out of this is just a recognition that time is not quite what we think it is. And that there's just this flow of time that goes beyond just the dates and the years and the moments, but is this flow of history where new songs are written one after another. And a time comes and a new song is written, and that song is sung, and then another song comes. Just like the poem speaks. In our tradition in the United Church of Christ, we have the saying that God is still speaking. And I believe that so strongly in this time, that there is a speaking of God in this time, as there always is. But right now it feels like there's a sensitivity on our parts to listen. But not just to listen. To write, to compose, to craft, and to sing that new song. Grace and peace be with you.